He has to continue to win, and in order to continue to win, he's got to stay with Sector.
Correct. I believe Maxter went to Sector over Striker because he figures if he goes to Striker, Reo has other character options which will limit him. I think by going to Sector, he probably figures that Reo, it's his best situation to cover not only Cabal, but any other character Reo can put on the screen. So right now, it's looking like a very smart move on Maxter's part.
Yes. Yes. So right now, Maxter has to pick Sector.
And we see Reo sticking with Cabal so far, so...
Reo is confident. Reo thinks he's going to be able to do this. So let's see how it pans out. Right now, Reo up 2-1 on this. Still on match, basically on almost match point.
Starts off with a ground saw. Wow, Maxter gets the first hit there. That's pretty huge. So right now, Reo, if he gets caught, he cannot break.
Right. Maxter's going to have to break right there.
Yes, he is. Some zoning in open space here now.
Again, Maxter wanting to use that flamethrower to keep Reo out with the dashes and the dash cancels.
That's correct. And of course, again, even if he gets caught in the dash cancel, Sector's fast jab allows him to poke out with a very damaging combo, something no other character in the game has.
I'm assuming that's why Reo thinks he's so good.
Correct.
Or one of the reasons. And again, now, Reo at a major disadvantage right now, but gets inside, forcing Maxter to break.
Oh, that was huge there. Reo does the EX dash, and it goes through the flamethrower, but Reo does not take the damage from going through it. Could have cost Maxter, but he ended up going through it.
Okay, I have to admit that it's the second best sound next to Jack's getting spun.
Probably so. So now, Rio's going to try to... Now, he has to vary his block pressure because of Sector's hitbox. He cannot do the traditional block pressure that Cabal can do on a lot of other characters.
Correct. Maxter connecting for a ton of damage.
Big damage, 41%. Oh,
yes.
Reo, guess jump in. Good read.
He could end this, and he does. Reo again on match point.
Match point Reo, and Maxter is in the corner. Oh, anti-air jab. Reo breaks.
Wow.
That's a pretty big mistake by Maxter there.
Yes, it was. Bad guess.
And he's going to bring him down.
He has Maxter cornered right now. 40% and still rushing him down, and now he's spun in the corner.
Maxter still has... Sector's a very damaging character, and here we see it. Now, I don't know how familiar he is with the... And this is where the unfamiliar of the character comes into play. Not able to maximize on his damage in the corner. Okay, now Reo has no meter.
choice. He has to break down. Good air-to-air by Reo.
You can kill him with one combo.
Oh, and that is it. 3-1 Reo. Eliminating Maxter. Maxter taking third place. Reo guaranteed $7,200. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. So his worst case scenario right now is he's going home with 7,000
He could put his controller on the ground and be like, whatever. I'm fine with 7,200.
That's correct. We know he doesn't want it.
No, not at all. But we have an all VVv championship match coming up.
Yep.
VVv Reo versus VVv CD Jr. Of course, CD Jr. in the winner's side. And it's going to force Reo to have to reset him.
Correct. No,
So-
well, this is where we see an example of the MLG continuation rule because these guys actually met in the winner's bracket.
Yes.
And so basically, what's going to happen is whatever the score is between the two players.
Right. It carries over into this match.
It carries over. That is correct. So basically what's going to happen is Reo is essentially going to have to get to 6 games before
Right.
CD Jr.
It's immediately a best of 11. And because CD Jr. won the match originally, he's already up 3 to whatever.
Yeah.
So right now, for CD Jr., it's a race to third. He's got to win 3 matches.
Yeah, correct.
And Reo has to win 2 more than CD Jr. in order to win.
Yeah. So the count was 3-1 when they first met the first time?
So I think it was 3-1.
3-1.
We'll confirm that for you because we don't actually have the standings in front of us. We'll confirm that for you guys, and we'll let you know what the standings are and what the score was at the end of the their first set. But the continuation rule will be in effect coming up, and to be honest with you, it really is nothing more than just more double elimination.
Yeah, correct.
So it really is not all that different. It's just the best of 11 where it carries over.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we just got word 3-1 in favor of CD Jr.
Okay.
So CD Jr. got to win 3.
Yes.
And Reo got to win 5.
So basically what's going to happen is for you guys that are watching, when you see the score basically on the top of the player's name,
it'll start at 3-1,
and they're basically playing a race to 6.
Right, a race to 6.
Correct.
And so that's the way that's going to go. And, you know, I don't know. In a way, I kind of feel bad for Reo because he's been in this situation so many times.
He has.
And CD Jr., I believe, going in with the psychological advantage, knowing he has defeated Reo, I mean, way more often than not.
They were in the same situation at the last tournament.
Yes.
And Reo was able to go to Johnny Cage and find a way to beat CD Jr.
Of course.
In a sense, exercise his demons, in a sense.
Yes, get the monkey off his back.
Correct. But CD Jr. came back to this tournament and obviously was very prepared for what Reo was going to do and puts him into losers.
So Reo and CD Jr. coming up right after this commercial, Mortal Kombat.